coverage you can count on. First Edition starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for News 13 First Edition. I'm Annette Pegler.
And I'm Jordan Titus. First and new on First Edition, a North Myrtle Beach woman is sharing a video of an unexpected visitor that vandalized her backyard.
But it wasn't what you may think. A black bear was spotted on her Ring camera, and now she wants others to be aware of their surroundings. News 13's Cameron Townsend spoke with the homeowner today about what exactly concerned her. Cameron.
Jordan, Annette, she said she knew that bears lived in the area, but when she came outside, saw her gate knocked over and bird feeder destroyed, she checked her security cameras and saw just how big her visitor really was. Now, the footage that you're seeing on your screen is security camera footage from her backyard showing the bear wandering around and eating out of her bird feeder just before 11 p.m. on June 27th. She said later she reported the sighting through the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources online bear reporting form, not because she wanted the bear removed, but so that wildlife officials could have a record of it and remind her neighbors to stay alert.
I'm not talking about it because I want something to be done about it. I just want to let people know. I knew there were bears. I did not realize that they got as big as that. I just couldn't believe it. He was so big. He was so big. And that was the part that sort of alerted me to this is dangerous kind of thing.
Black bears are very common in Horry County, and coming up at 6, I'll have what animal experts say you should do if you ever come across one. Reporting live in North Myrtle Beach, Cameron Townsend, News 13.
Cameron, thank you. Georgetown County Water and Sewer District is implementing an irrigation schedule, encouraging residents to help conserve water during our severe drought. If your address ends in an odd number, they are asking you to water your grass and plants only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If it ends in 0 or an even number, you can water Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They're also asking residents to avoid watering between 6 and 10 in the morning and 4 and 8 p.m. Leaders say mandatory restrictions could be put in place if drought conditions get worse. North Myrtle Beach, Florence, and Darlington have also asked residents to conserve their water. And just last week, Grand Strand Water and Sewer Authority implemented new water limits, which could cost customers a higher rate based on their usage.
A farm in Horry County is sharing its struggles as our extreme drought continues. Some areas across the Grand Strand have some of the lowest reports of rain on record. Since the start of the drought, Little Nursery Farm in Longs says they've lost roughly 200 trees and 300 plants.
You need water for photosynthesis. You need moisture in that leaf. You need moisture for that tree to grow, to put out new sprouts, to make buds, to produce blooms. If you don't water these trees within 48 hours, some of them start dying.
News 13's Gabby Jonas will have more on how local farms are handling the drought. Coming up on News 13 at 5.
All right, it's time now for a first look at your forecast. Chief Meteorologist Frank Johnson joins us in the Weather Center.
And Frank, those showers we saw this afternoon will hopefully help with that severe drought.
Some of us are seeing a little bit of relief from the heat and the dry weather with some heavier downpours as well and some stronger thunderstorms. Viper 13 real-time radar right now showing those scattered storms across the area, Horry County, Georgetown County, and up across parts of Robeson County. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 4:30. Notice a little bit of purple in there near the Fairmont area. That's likely P to nickel size hail. Also could see some winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour with that storm. Another strong thunderstorm right now in Horry County. This one is off just to the east and northeast of Conway, heading toward the Longs area. That one as well, likely seeing some strong wind gusts out there. Scattered thunderstorms will continue into the evening hours. Temperatures in the 90s, 80s, and 70s. Some of us cooling down with a little bit of that rain. It will stay warm and muggy tonight. I'll have a look at how long this hot weather is going to last coming up.
Frank, thank you. New on First Edition, we're hearing from Johnsonville's police chief for the first time since we learned the town will soon be without a police force. Chief Ron Douglas, who's worked for the town of Johnsonville for more than 2 decades, says he and the other officers are handing in their badges after leaders rejected their requests for pay raises.
Well, I was a little shocked since the general fund has funded the police department for 113 years in this town. And so the new administrator had come in and he arrived at the decision that we should close the police department and the golf course, which was their decision. But then along the way, my officers and I received an offer of employment with another agency. So of course we decided to do that, knowing that we would probably not have a job very shortly.
And while the other officers have already accepted positions at other agencies, Chief Douglas tells us his last day on the force will be July 16th. For now, Douglas says the Florence County Sheriff's Office will be assisting with protecting the town. News 13's Eric Cooper will have much more on this story tonight at 5.
Conway police say a man is facing a murder charge tonight after a woman was found dead inside her home. Just after 7:30 Sunday morning, Conway Fire Department got a medical call to a home on 6th Avenue. Where they say they found the body of Shantavius Manor. The 44-year-old died from traumatic injuries. According to warrants, the suspect, Omar McLeod, pushed Manor to the ground, causing her to hit her head. He's also accused of hitting Manor several times with a rubber mallet. Police tell us their investigation is active and ongoing.
One person is dead and another is behind bars after a shooting in Georgetown County. According to Sheriff's Office deputies, arrested Malik Boyd early this morning following an investigation into the shooting in Andrews. Deputies say Boyd had ran from the scene when deputies were called to Far Avenue, where 2 of the men had been shot. One victim was flown to the hospital, but the second victim did not survive. Boyd was booked at the Georgetown County Detention Center and charged with murder, attempted murder, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. The investigation is ongoing.
And what was supposed to be a day of celebrating our nation's birthday turned into an active crime scene on Hilton Head Island over the weekend. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office says the gunfire Saturday night left 8 people hurt.
Yeah, this was a scary situation. Several arrests have already been made, with even more suspects expected to be taken into custody in the upcoming days. Andrew Davis has the latest.
Within 17 seconds of the actual calls that came in our communication center, we had deputy sheriffs at the scene.
And those deputies, according to the sheriff, went to work to find those suspects who opened fire.
9:07 p.m., our deputies made a traffic stop on the Cross Island, almost in the center of the Fraser Bridge. 6 occupants in the vehicle. All 6 occupants were detained.
So far, 4 of those people have been arrested and charged. Tanner says more arrests are on the way because of the portable camera placed on the beach by the department 2 weeks ago to help watch over unruly crowds like this one.
That the video that we got from that camera is absolutely outstanding. And we have the entire incident on video.
Video that will be key to the investigation in the coming days and will lead to more arrests, according to the sheriff.
Public safety, the town, law enforcement, we have to be more aggressive in how we police our community. And technology is one of those things that is used. And it works.
But with this latest incident, many people are still questioning if the sheriff controlling the enforcement on the island truly is working. The sheriff says yes, the town still has some questions.
Law enforcement on Hilton Head, there is a lot of law enforcement on Hilton Head. Every gated community has private security. You have the troopers that are on the island looking for a DUI and working wrecks and doing all the things that they do. The DNR is doing their job. You know, the sheriff's office, we're magnified on Hilton Head like we are throughout the county, and not just uniform officers, but there are law enforcement officers that you don't know are law enforcement officers because of what their discipline is at that particular time.
I think what it brings to the forefront is a more in-depth conversation between council and the sheriff's office. What is being provided? What are the expectations of what we're looking for? How does technology work in conjunction with that? I can't imagine my kids being down there. I know some other kids were down there that I know. And that's what our future is.
That was Andrew Davis reporting. Sheriff Tanner is also asking for changes to the beaches and landscaping to give criminals less places to hide.
Well, we now know the name of a person killed after a motorcycle and vehicle collided in Horry County. The county coroner telling us that Gary Hirsch died at the hospital after the crash. Highway Patrol says it happened around 2:30 Sunday morning on McCormick Road near Hammerstone Run. Troopers say Hirsch was driving his Honda motorcycle eastbound on McCormick Road when it was hit by a Nissan sedan that was attempting to turn left onto Hammerstone Run. The 2 people in the Nissan were not hurt.
A pedestrian was killed in Dillon County after being hit by a pickup truck. The South Carolina Highway Patrol says it happened around 11:20 Saturday night on Highway 57 near Gordonville Court in the Newton community. Troopers say the pedestrian was in the roadway when they were hit by a Chevy Silverado traveling south. The pedestrian died at the scene. We're still working to learn that person's name, and you can count on us for updates.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And traffic is slow at times right now on 501 between CCU and Carolina Forest. Also some slowdowns on 544. Drive times along the Grand Strand on 501 from Carolina Forest to CCU. That's going to take 21 minutes. 17 in both directions along the Grand Strand is moving slower than normal as well. Florence area looking okay. No issues in town right now. No problems on I-95. Currently on 95 from TV Road to 76. That'll take 9 minutes. Palmetto from 5 Points to Irby Street will take 5 minutes. And 52 from Palmetto to I-95 will take 7 minutes.
Frank, thank you. After months of work moving along the Grand Strand, beach renourishment has reached the final stretch. After wrapping up that work, crews have now shifted to the South Strand, and they're pumping sand onto the beaches in Surfside Beach and Garden City, where the project is expected to continue through the end of August. News 13's Morgan Baker will have more on this update coming up on News 13 at 5:30.
News 13 is your local election headquarters, and in about 2 hours, Atlantic Beach's new mayor will be sworn in, putting an end to a legal battle over the 2023 election. Josephine Isom was declared the winner last month after the South Carolina Supreme Court ordered the town's election commission to certify the election results, rejecting calls for a new vote. The years-long dispute centered on allegations of voter fraud and contested provisional ballots. During tonight's meeting, council members are also set to discuss ongoing lawsuits, including one involving former police chief Carlos Castillo. And you can read more about the pushback on our website, WBTW.com.
And our hot, humid weather continues across the area today, with temperatures making it into the 90s. I'll have a look at how long this hot weather is going to last coming up.